Welcome back to La La Land on CRN Digital Talk. I am Brett Chapin. That's guest co-host Kyle Hester. We're talking with Natalie Sutherland and April Long of the show Collected Stories, playing September 8th through October 14th at the Odyssey Theater. Thank you so much for joining us, both of you.
Great. Good to be here.
Thanks for having us.
So, Collected Stories. I know a little bit about the plot, but tell our audience about it, because it sounds like a really cool story.
Yeah. It's two writers, older one, younger one, like student mentor, and the young one comes to study with the older writer, and something major happens between them, which we can't give away the plot, but it pretty much ends up an argument between right and wrong, and how the dynamic shifts when kind of the student surpasses the mentor at some point. So maybe you can.
It's fun. It has a lot of colors in it, but it's a really interesting look at how an improbable form of an improbable friendship, and where it goes, where it takes them, and some fireworks ensue. So just come see the show.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
How did you both get involved with the show? Is it something that you auditioned for? Were you involved in the pre-production?
We had actually done a scene at the studio we train at together a few years back, and about 7 months ago we were at a premiere party and we got chatting in the back, and April had said, I've always wanted to do that play with you, and I was like, well, then let's do it. So the next day I called New York. We got the rights to it. And then we brought two producers on board. We raised the funds, hired the crew, got the theater.
We were off and running.
We just did it all.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's what you were proactive about.
It's
that is
thing.
awesome.
We were just
Self-starters.
talking. Yeah. We're just talking about through the years. My God, I've said it myself. How am I going to get a play up? How are we going to do this? How are we going to do that? These things seem insurmountable. But it's really, Natalie said something. She said, if you just really want it, you find a way to do it. And it's that simple.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, everything. And it was just a decision that the two of us wanted to do it. I was like, everything will fall into place. If we just know that we want to do this, it'll just fall into place. And it did.
Sure.
Everything.
It's one of those crazy things. Wonderful.
I think that applies to our careers too. You
Absolutely.
gotta really go out there and do it.
Make sure, like, the intention's got to be there. It's like everything is always so. Well, if they do this for me, or if I find the right people, and then they will make it happen for me.
Yeah.
And actually, it's just do it.
Well, also, it's not 1947. No one discovers you in Schwab's drugstore in Sunset anymore. It doesn't happen like that. It's like, if you want to do it, you have to do it yourself now. You have to create your own content. And you have to get out there and do it yourself.
Really proactive. Yeah. And
absolutely.
it's fun.
So
it's
fun.
really fun.
Yeah.
I love the actors that say, well, my agent doesn't do anything for me. Like, what are you doing for yourself?
Yeah. Well, if you think about it, your agent gets 10%, which means they only do 10% of the work. Exactly. You have to do 90% of the work. Yeah. And actors usually don't. That's the problem.
And I think that's what a lot of people don't realize when they start off in acting, is how much work is involved. There's a lot of marketing work and a lot of things that are involved beyond being on film or on stage.
Yeah.
And you have to be good after all that.
Well, it certainly helps.
Well, when the opportunities come, you've got to be able to, deliver the goods.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Odyssey Theater is a great place to deliver the goods. I've seen a couple shows there.
It's fantastic theater. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So have you both been in LA acting for a long time? Is this something?
Yeah, both of us. I'm originally from Scotland, from Edinburgh. Mm-hmm. And I was raised, my mom was actually an actress and a director in Britain, so I was raised in the industry there. I've been in LA for about 12 years now, and April is a New Yorker.
Yep.
Welcome.
Guilty.
Welcome.
Yeah, I started off in the music business. My mother was an actress. I did some acting when I was a kid, and she was also a singer. I became a singer when I was very young. I started doing a lot of session work, studio work, back in the golden days in New York City. I did backgrounds and sang, did concerts with performers like Peter Allen. I worked with Bowie and a whole bunch of people. And then I met my husband, and he was a jingle producer, so I did tons of those. And that was wonderful. It was a great ride. And then I just also started writing songs, came out here. did that for about 10 years, but I really wanted a more complex playing field, and I wanted to go back to the theater, and I'm so happy I did.
I'm sure the theater is happy that you're back.
Gee.
We actually have a call for you. This is Mike in LA. Hey, Mike.
Hey there. Hey, thanks for having me on. Hey, I question, this play has been done before with some really notable actresses like, Linda Lavin or Deborah Messing, and I'm wondering what you guys are going to do that's new and fresh.
Well, I think it's kind of a combination of several things. One is I feel there's an authenticity that April and I can bring to it, which I don't feel has actually, there were phenomenal performances, but I feel like there's something authentic about it. I'm not from this country. I am from a different place, and being here, much like the character, I don't have a mother here, and so finding this mother figure, like exactly how she does in the play, I can relate to that. I think personally. I also feel that the director, Terry Hanower, who is phenomenal, she has a certain way of bringing things out of you that you didn't know were there. And the play has more peaks and valleys than any city in the world now, in my mind.
Awesome.
April?
Thanks.
Well, ultimately,
we gotta go to commercial.
Okay, no worries.
Thanks for calling, Mike.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mike.
We'll be right back.
As if you have any questions for our amazing guests, Natalie Sutherland and April Lang, 1-800-336-2225. La La Land, Brett and Kyle, CRN Digital Talk.
Homeowners. In today's